like I said, a PS4 cost somewhere around 1,000 dirhams. I know you can get it cheaper used or even in the gray market. But what if I can build a PC below 1,000 dirhams and then have the same performance of a PC like this that I built for my son? That's where this guy comes into the picture. Hi, what's up, people? Welcome to Too Far Tech. So this is our first video, and thus I'm going to explain what is Too Far Tech and why we are existing, what is the need for us, and why it's another computer-based, gaming channel or gaming PC channel. What's the whole point? Yeah, that's what I'm going to explain today, and I'm going to talk about these three computers, why they are here, and why they are important. So let me get into the basics or the story real fast. Too Far Tech, as you can see, Too Far Tech is about two people who are passionate about gaming, who have come together to put this channel and this gaming concept into the being. So the whole thing started with the idea when my son, it was his birthday last month or a few months ago, to be honest. Last year I wanted to give him a gaming PC as a gift, and I thought about going ahead and buying the parts, putting together a gaming PC, and giving him as a surprise. But it didn't happen. But the PC does exist, and he is happy with that. I'll get to that. So what I was trying to do is I went ahead, looked around, I bought the specs. I looked at all the specs, and I kind of put together a PC that should be fine for him. And then it went way over 3,000 dirhams, not including the monitor, just the basic configuration that I was looking at that was available in the market. Now, see, I don't mind giving that to him, but I probably last another 10 years. But the problem is, the moment I buy that computer or set it up for him, it depreciates. So within 6 months, that PC is barely costing half the price it was when I put that all together. So it didn't make us a lot of sense for me to give a 10-year-old a gaming PC that is going to cost a lot, and then he's not going to be really careful about it because he's still young. So I thought that, okay, I have to find another way. So that's when I used my skills to put together a PC from scratch using the parts that I had and some parts that I bought online. So going back to the details, why I decided to, while I was thinking about it, I also realized that a lot of people are actually having the same dilemma. They want to get into gaming, and the PC gaming starts at a higher price. Now, if you go and buy a PS4, which is less than 1,000 dirhams, you can actually buy some games and start gaming, connect it to your TV, and you're good to go. But the problem with the gaming PC is the moment you want to build a PC for yourself now using new parts, it's gonna be really expensive, and sometimes you feel it's not worth the trouble. Yeah, because PC building, yeah, unless you get it done by somebody else and then you have to rely on his expertise, PC building is like an art to an extent. I'm not talking about the RGB and the lighting stuff. To put all these parts together, to install the OS, the drivers, the stuff, and make sure all of these work in perfect harmony, it requires skill. Now, see, I have gaming experience. I'm a gamer. I'm an old school gamer. I started in 90s. So you can say my gaming experience is as old as 30 years. I've been gaming for 30 years plus. And I've been building computers for more than 20 years. So that is a long time, to be honest. I started building PCs for my friends back in the 90s. And then after my college in 2003, I joined Dell. And then I was working with Dell for the hardware part. So I have even got certifications and things like that to support my capability. And these days I work with HP PCs and parts and equipment. So I'm pretty much up to date and familiar with what's going on. And I've been in technical support for a long time. So I use those skills to actually build this computer for him. This is the gaming PC that I have as a gift for him. So before I get into this, a few years ago, I decided to build one for myself. Now, what I did, I went to Amazon America, the US Amazon, and I bought all the parts from there for a very good price, and I set it up. It was the 4th gen Core i5 4670K, the overclockable series, and then I had two GTX Titan graphics card to go along with that, and that was a really awesome PC. Now it's all dismantled all over the place. It's lying here and there. I thought initially I would put that back in and give it to him because that still can play all the latest games in a very good way. But it was water cooled and there was a lot of the radiators and things like that, and it was complicated. So I don't want to give him a complicated PC. I want to keep it simple. So that's how this one came into the being. So now what about the other two PCs? Now I might be looking for more of these PCs, but the thing is I'm not just going to take some garbage, put in some graphics card and dump it off. No, it's not going to happen. I have to really go down in there and ensure the stability and the performance, and I can give some kind of guarantee for these things. That's where this guy comes into the picture. Now I have few of these HP machines, and the great thing about this is it has a PCI Express slot, and I can have a graphics card in this PC. Now I'm not just going to slap in a graphics card and just throw it out there and say call it a gaming PC. Now that's where my specialty gonna come into the picture. I'm gonna dismantle this whole thing and then clean the whole stuff and put everything back together and put the graphics card, install the OS, install the drivers, check the stability test, check the benchmarking score, and get to a performance that is acceptable. And if it is acceptable, I would put it up for sale for a reasonable price so anyone can afford. So I hope at least for the next 2 years you should be able to use this computer without any degrading performance and things like that. So this will be the most fundamental PC that I'm probably going to sell, and this will be the next step. This one probably might have a 3rd gen i7 processor with a better graphics than the basic graphics that's going to be there. I'm probably going to slap in a 1050 Ti graphics card in there, which I already have many of them out here. As you can see, I have these guys. So once I buy these off the internet, I'm going to go in there. I'm not just going to slap it in there. I'm going to go in there, open them up, clean them, and apply thermal paste, and then make sure they hit the performance they're supposed to do or supposed to hit. So as you can see, these are 1050 Ti's from different brands. I have quite a few of them already, and I would go ahead and put them in these PCs. And also, as you can see from here, I would be using these Gigabyte and Asus motherboards to put the 3rd gen processors, the Core i7 or the i5, and those would go into these machines, and they would provide a stable and reliable performance. As you can see, this motherboard looks spankingly clean, and this is the 1050 Ti from MSI. This was undergoing a bench test and a stress test to see how it performs over the 24-hour period. So as I told you, we are going to make sure that the performance does match with what we're going to provide. So it will be great value for money, and that's what we are looking at. I understand my video regarding the motherboard and explanation is pretty long. It was really necessary to explain the reason why I'm going to do things in a certain way. Now the second part of the video will soon follow. To subscribe and check our YouTube page to see the second video where actually I'm going to do the job. The first part is to explain why I'm going to do certain things, and I hope you all understand and you will follow us to find the second video. I really appreciate you taking this time to watch through. Do comment and we would get back to you. Thank you.